Let's find a traveler and invite them to eat with us.
Welcome back, Guild Wars 2. The game that I've mentioned multiple times that I log into, get the daily reward, and log back out. And here is a perfect example of me holding back on my progression. This inventory right here is filled with things that could progress my character, although I don't really play. And that's what I was questioning. Why do I log into a game that I obviously like but don't play? Why aren't I playing this game? And I realized that when I did play, I really didn't give it a good shot. So I decided to sit down, take the time, and try to understand the game, what it was, and fix whatever my issue was. And with my inventory, I kept everything because I didn't understand what was good to keep and what was safe to get rid of. Now, you'll see that my character... Oh, before I go into this, what I'm doing right now, the resource that I'm clicking on that I know I could right-click and do use all, but I actually enjoyed looking at each and every one. I don't know why, but I do. It gives you luck in finding things in the world. And this is very beneficial because it'll help you get better gear and weapons, etc. I, for some reason, even though the tooltip says account bound, I didn't pay attention to the tooltip because I remember I wasn't playing. So, I was thinking that this was character bound, not account bound. So I kept it while I made a decision on what my main character was going to be. Now, there are some things in the game that are soul bound to a character, but this is not one of them. So I'm happily looking at my percentages increase. Now, I guess it would be fair to say, well, if you're max level, why don't you know this? Well, when I bought both expansions, and I didn't buy them with, the deal that's going on now, I bought them independently of each other, which is another proof to I like the game. You get a character boost. And veteran players will say, don't use the character boost. But as you can see from my account, I have tomes that will level me each level. Each tome gives you one level. So the amount of tomes that I have alone, I could level multiple characters. And then here's this character boost. So they allow you to test out different characters before you use them. So I was stuck between a necromancer and a hunter because, I like the pet classes, range classes. So the first boost, I used the necromancer with the Heart of Thorns expansion. And it's fun. I don't understand it because I didn't take the time to, sit down and learn it. But level 80, I could go and click buttons and I was cool. I did not attempt to go in any dungeons or anything like that. So my inability to properly play affected no one but myself. But I was surprised because the level boost is handled a little bit differently than other games, and I don't expect them all to be the same. But for example, in WoW, when you do a level boost, your map is open to you. In this game, it's not. So it's like, okay, let's go blah blah place. Map is blank. It's got the fog of war. You can't see anything. And I really don't like fog of war, personally. But that's a thing in this game. So in my level 80 character, I still have to go through the other zones just to open up the waypoints so that I can travel throughout the map. Made the sad mistake of leaving the level 80 zone. Didn't know how to get back to it. It was funny, but I still like the game.
Seek and you shall
Even
find.
though I didn't understand it, it was like this foreign thing. You can see my wallet, I have all this stuff that I could be using and wasn't, which is smart, like the transmute charges. I didn't know what those were. I just found out why those are good. You can transmog your character, and you need those transmute things to transmog, for lack of another word, your character so you can do your fashion frame kind of thing. Get your fashion on. I understand that now. I got the luck thing down. There's some skins that I have that for the life of me, like there's one that looks like a knight in my inventory. I just got that I clicked on it and then I got it to actually show in my wardrobe, because you can see all the weapons, you can see all the things in here and preview it. It's really nice. So I did that. And now that I'm understanding the game more, obviously, I'm enjoying it more. And I really didn't give it a good shot. And now that they're having an XP bonus going on, the expansions are on sale, I thought I'd share my experience, because I'm sure there are other people like me who got in the game even without the boost and was like, okay, what do I do next? Because it's not like your regular MMO. For example, you don't really have quests per se. You have quests, but they're called hearts. You just, while you're going through the zone, you don't have to look for exclamation points above somebody's head. The quest, which is called a heart, will just pop up. You complete the objective that's clearly written, and then it will resolve itself. It knows when you've completed it. It will give you your reward, and you can choose it and whatever, and it goes in your inventory. You have events, world completion. The game encourages exploration. If you have Path of Fire, you're going to have access to mounts. I've only opened up the Raptor, but just the Raptor alone, which took like 10 minutes to get, makes traveling through the world to open up the map a whole lot easier. In Heart of Thorns, you're introduced to gliding, so there's another method that these have to be leveled, but they add unique things to the game. Like, they took the care to add these things. You have your living story, your personal story, so there's a lot to do. So I've been exploring it little by little, and the more that I understand, the more I like it. So I wanted to share with you that I am trying to overcome holding myself back and pushing my boundaries a little bit. And I encourage you guys, if you're willing, to do it too. Not necessarily with Guild Wars 2, but with anything that you're holding yourself back on. Because you're a badass. Show it. So, that's it for this one. I made it up to 90%, so I'm happy. Hopefully I'll find good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one.